My next guest has been in over 40 films, including his latest, Confidence, which is in theaters now. He's also the star of the WB show Grounded for Life. Please welcome Donal Logue.
Kicking it
Very
Conan
nice.
style.
That's going to sweep the nation soon. The phrase "kicking it Conan style" will sweep through the inner cities.
It better.
Yeah, or I'm in a lot of trouble. Thanks for being here.
Thanks
Very nice
for
to have
having me,
you.
yeah.
You know, your name came up a couple of weeks ago. We had DJ Qualls. Do you know him?
Yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
Qualls was from the Road Trip.
I did a movie with him called Comic Book Villains.
Oh, okay.
And he was the new guy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And he's a very funny guy, very nice kid. And your name came up, and he said he liked your show, he liked your sitcom because it wasn't all pretty people. And
He was referring to the rest of the cast, right? Not.
No, not to you. He said
yeah.
it's one male model and then
Right.
and then everyone else not that pretty, which is an interesting concept. No, but he said that, and I thought that's interesting. How did you feel about
that? Was true too. I mean, it's funny because I'm a pretty slovenly guy generally, and my mom's always on my case about it. But I look at myself in the mirror and I think, I'm a dad on TV. What the? Do you know? I can't believe it. And I'll go to the gym once every 12 months.
Right.
Once a year.
Just to make sure it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
And you walk in and just like, oh, on the little machine, and some guy doing his 800th crunch is like, you're an actor, right? You work a lot. What's up with you, man? You're completely out of shape. And
aren't people nice? Yeah.
I'm like, dude, keep doing crunches.
Yeah.
But that's the whole scene out there, tan and ab stuff, and that.
Well,
they
it makes because it's easier to stand out. Maybe I've always had this idea that there should be a soap opera on during the day, and all the people just aren't that good looking.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's the same. Like it's a lot of like, but I love you. Only the guy has food on around his mouth and.
Why don't you have another brandy?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a tattoo right here.
Right,
Spiderweb. He's just gotten out of prison.
Yeah, and I just thought that would be like I would probably watch that show because I would find it so compelling.
Well, they had that in England. It was the EastEnders, right?
Oh, right.
They have like soap operas with normal people.
Right.
Normal people are cool, right? I mean, we work on this set right next to
there are three
opera.
abnormal people in the audience that are not happy with that.
3 people on the young
What
and
is
the
he
restless.
saying?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, right.
I'm Victor Newman.
Yeah.
You know?
Victor Von Neumann, the handsomest man in town.
You are Palmer Dixon. What are you doing back here in Pine Port Charles Valley?
That's the other thing is they all have amazing names.
Yeah, the dude with the cheekbones is like, you're not a doctor, bro.
Right,
You're not a doctor.
I am Flash Hallowell.
He's the best neurosurgeon in all of Pine Manor. You know, they all work next to me on the other stage, a show called Passions, and it's pretty hilarious watching them cruise in and cruise out. But
right. Because they just all have those. When I see people that have like guys that have incredibly handsome heads, they just make me laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
I just can't help it. I can't. I just can't help it. I just start laughing because they come in and they go, so. Sometimes they're on this show. We have an actor and he's like, so Conan, what's up? And I just go, your head looks funny.
When I was in college, we used to, get drunk during the day and watch soap operas.
You did what?
No. And
don't do what he did, kids.
So we'd always make fun of this one guy who was always, you want to have another brandy? And it was so awkward. And then you live in Los Angeles and you're at something with your kids, and then this guy like steps up to you at a barbecue. Hello, pleasure to meet you. And you have to burst into laughter because, like, dude, we used to make fun of you when I was in college and drunk.
Yeah, no one wants to hear that.
No, we do. You don't say that.
I've heard that. Yeah. I'm just curious also if the show, your show used to be on Fox. This is unusual. It was on Fox and then it moved.
That's right. Went to the WB.
Went to the WB, which doesn't happen often. When you were at Fox, I understand you took advantage of one of the perks at Fox, which was you got into, I think, the final taping of American Idol.
Yeah.
Which at the time, people were like, I've got to get into this, and everyone was trying to get that ticket. Not me, but everyone else.
Yeah, my girlfriend was really excited to go, and so she was like, you have to get these tickets, so we go to this thing. And I was kind of reluctant, and it was kind of funny, but midway through, I found it to be a very emotional experience. Like, it was kind of like being saved by the Lord, when you're 14 or 15, and the Spirit and all these people were crying. And I would look up
was
and
like being
Simon
saved by
and
the
Paula,
Lord.
and everybody's pumping their fists, and you're kind of part of it. And at the end, there was a woman who was crying, and And she was so emotional. And I said, my God, is that your daughter? Referring to Kelly Clarkson, because she was pointing and crying. And she goes, no, no. And then my girlfriend pulled me by the arm and she goes, that's Valerie Bertinelli, dude.
You thought that Valerie Bertinelli's daughter was Kelly Clarkson?
Yeah. I had tears in my eyes. I was confused. I was drunk. But I thought, oh my God. And it was funny because, like...
So you were crying and drunk at the American Idol finale.
No, and everybody...
This is a great picture now we have.
Everybody, you know, there were so many stars there.
Right.
Lorenzo Lamas was there with his wife. And she
Tell me about Lorenzo Lamas and his wife, please.
She was wearing, like, something that even Fredericks of Hollywood doesn't sell out in public, you know? And you
Really?
Hello, have you met my wife? And you're like, oh my God. But of course, no surprise they were filing for divorce like 5 days later or something.
Right,
you read
right.
the paper.
Because he's
got a laser on her butt.
Have you met my wife? Click.
Are you really hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
oh my
nice.
God.
Very nice.
Those shows are all absurd. But that was what Fox was kind of about, like Joe Millionaire, Marry a Millionaire.
That's 80% of network television right now.
That's
In fact,
right.
we're getting a lot of pressure right now from the network to mold this show into a reality show.
That's cool.
Where I, you know, marry someone at the end of the episode. And we're probably going to end up doing it, just because it's be such great ratings.
But you're married already, right?
Yeah, but I get to do it again. It's something, it's going to be one of those deals where...
Bigamy, ratings,
Yeah,
you
it's called Mr. Bigamy. And it's going to be huge.
Dude, there's some dude in Utah.
Right now, someone's like, yeah!
Yeah!
That could work.
The way it used to be, man!
Yeah. Someone with a huge beard is watching right now in Utah. That's a show I'd watch.
I'm the winner!
Confidence is in theaters right now. Grounded for Life airs Friday nights at 9:30 on the WB. Donal, always great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Donal Logue. We'll be right back. Peter Sincati's here. Stick around. That was great.